Welcome back, Interior Sports fans. It's TGIF, and we have sports for you to get your weekend started. Well, the worst deja vu is when you relive your worst moment again. That's what happened to the UAF men's basketball team yesterday in the GNET Championship semifinal. Western Washington rolled to a 73-52 win over the Nanooks to advance to the title game against SPU. In back-to-back tournaments, UAF beat MSUB in the first round and lost to the Vikings in the second round. 61-43 was the result in 2013. The Nanooks couldn't hit the side of a barn, shooting a mere 15% and scoring only 14 points in the first half, while Western Washington, they scored from everywhere. The Vikes led 38-14 at the half. Ronnie Baker had 18 to lead the Nooks, and Sergei Putsar added 12 as UAF got within 39-27 with 6:27 left in the game thanks to a 13-1 run, but the Vikings continued to score and UAF's rough shooting reemerged. Jeffrey Parker had a game-high 21 points and 9 boards on 7 of 10 shooting. He went 5 of 6 from 3. Joey Schreiber chipped in with 14 points off the bench. The Vikes out-rebounded UAF by 14 as well. The Nanooks season ends at 18-10 overall. They finished third in the GNEC and reached the semifinal for the second straight year. Last night in the Aurora Conference Tournament, the number 3 Hutchinson girls were in the semifinal against number 2 Valdez. It looked as if it would be all Valdez as they maintained a 9-point lead throughout the game as Hutch struggled to find offense. Valdez led 33-22 in the third and were up 9 with less than 2 minutes left, but Hutch roared back in the final minute of the game. Taylor Hastings, she hit a bucket, and then a Kiana Edwards steal and layup made it 39-40 with 30 seconds left after a Valdez foul. Katie Peterson was at the line for Hutch to force the game into OT, but went 1 for 2 at the line, and the Buccaneers hold on to win 42-40. Hutch will not defend their World Conference title, but they still have a chance to make state. They'll need 3 wins to do it. The Hutch boys will also have to win 3 straight to get the second conference bid as well. Things seem to be pretty fluid for the Iditarod leaders. They've been leapfrogging a bit. For Friday's leaderboard, Martin Boozer's on top, and he left Galena about 11 or so this morning. The first into Galena was Allie Zirkle. She won $1,000 and 25 pounds of salmon for being the first into Galena. She's currently third. Sonny Lindner is second behind Boozer, and he's out of Galena also. Aaron Burmeister is fourth, and Robert Sorley is fifth for the top 5. The next checkpoints are Nulato and Caltech. There's a lot to do and a lot to see in the first weekend of March in the interior. And for all you basketball heads, the Golden Heart Conference will have their finals at Boileau Hall, with the girls' game at 3:45 and the boys' game at 5:15. The consolation games start at noon. At 6 and 7:30 at North Pole are the boys and girls MAC Conference title games. In the Central Interior Conference, they will have their title game starting at noon. The consolation games tipping off at 9 a.m. in Nenana. If you're into dog mushing, go to Morningstar Park in North Pole at 9 a.m. Saturday and Sunday for the North Pole Championships and Junior North American Championships for sled dog racing and ski-juring action. And of course, on Saturday night at 7 in the Carlson Center, the Gov Cup. Game 2, the season finale, which will also be senior night, and it will be a whiteout as well, so wear any white apparel. Now, preceding that game in the afternoon will be the second annual, if you will, UAA versus UAF alumni game at the Carlson Center, where the players from the past rivalry games will put on the skates again. Donations for the UAF women's hockey team will be taken. Head coach Dallas Ferguson may still have it. He'll be back on the ice for the Nooks.
Do I have it? I don't know if I have it. I guess define have it. I don't know what that is, but just looking forward. It's a great weekend. I mean, it's probably the biggest turnout we've had for our alumni coming back to the program, and it's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to be wearing those vintage jerseys from the 80-81 team, so I think that's exciting. They're sharp jerseys and bring back a little history of where it started, and at least part of where it started, and yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. We got a warm-up game here tonight, with the guys coming into town, and then we'll kick it off on Saturday and get after it.
And probably no surprise what the play of the week is this Friday. Let's go back to the shot heard around Alaska. Andrew Kelly's game-winning off-balance shot at the buzzer last Thursday night. The senior shot ended a 16-game losing streak to in-state rival UAA as UAF won 70-68, clinching third in the GNEC. Their season is now over, but they finished 18-10, and that was definitely one of, if not, their play of the season. To pick the next play of the week, just watch KTVF 11 Sports on Mondays for the weekend recap, and watch for the I-5, the Interior Top 5 plays. And that's it for Sports at 6, but come back tonight for the Sports Nightcap for Gov Cup highlights and more. Your full weather forecast is next, and we'll catch you next time.